2K25 is less than 40 days away, and we know close to nothing about the game. But we have some new info, and I want to mention some things that 2K25 needs badly. First, I want to congratulate MF_Doom00 on winning the 2K25 giveaway for my last video. If you guys want 2K25 for free, listen up. Rule number 1, you must be subscribed to my channel with post notifications on. Rule number 2, comment NBA 2K25 with either your Instagram or Twitter in the same message. Don't fall for any scams. I won't reply to you in the comments or ask for any passwords. I will DM you on Twitter or Instagram if you won. Here's my real Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you're following on there so that I can DM you if you win. A lot of 2K fans and 2K players are honestly fed up right now at 2K because it's almost August and we know basically nothing about NBA 2K25, which is coming out in about a month. Ronnie 2K was being interviewed the other day and he dropped some hints. I'll let y'all let me know what you think about this clip right here.
I'm just waiting for the females and my player, you know, on the park.
Yeah. Ronnie.
2K25, you know.
That?
I mean, listen, pull up to the park with the ladies and get some go streaks, you know. So, hey, is that
a possibility?
I have no comment.
You guys see the body language of this? I got you.
You can read it whatever you want. You can read it whatever you want.
I don't know. Ronnie's saying he's got no comment. He was kind of put in an awkward situation because he was probably told not to really say anything about the game, but then people start asking him questions like that and he's not really sure what to do. I've been saying for low-key years now, why don't we have female Myplayers? And I know some people listening are gonna be like, oh, we don't need female Myplayers. They're not in the NBA anyways. But I feel like it's just a customization option to have that option to be a female. And also, I don't know the exact number, but like for my viewers, I mean, I'd probably say like 95% of you guys are male, but there are some female, you know, viewers and some female people that play 2K. That would be fire for them. And I already know a ton of guys would want to play as a female player because that's just never been a thing before, especially as the WNBA is getting way bigger and Asia Wilson is now on the cover of the game. It just makes a lot of sense to me that they should add female Myplayers into the park. Maybe since it's brand new, they'll make it like a rep reward or something. You got to be a certain rep to play as a girl, but I don't think that would happen because I could see like them running into some like issues with that. There's a bunch of other things that I want to see in 2K25, but first I got a quick word from today's sponsor. The sponsor of today's video is Underdog Fantasy. It's simple. First you pick your sport, then you pick all your players, then you pick whether they go higher or lower on their numbers for that day. And as you could guess, the more picks you get right, the more money you make. I put $200 on this entry, and if all 8 are correct, I would win $16,000. And what's cool about Underdog is even if a few are wrong with this flex feature, you still win money. And you guys know the NFL season is right around the corner. Now is the best time to get on. And if you use code SOLO, you'll get a free special like this Simone Biles one for the Olympics. You'll also get up to $250 in bonus credit. Remember, you have to use code SOLO and be sure to play responsibly. So the first thing that I was talking about was female Myplayers, and we even had a clip from Ronnie 2K being interviewed about female Myplayers. Now the second thing that I want to see in 2K25, and this has been going on for years now, pretty much the last like 5 years. If you've ever seen someone make a wish list video or just talk about what they want in the next 2K, you've probably heard this, and that is going to be faster dribbling. I want some fire dribbling, especially as a guard, a dribble head myself. If you think back to the old 2Ks, I think NBA 2K19 was the best dribbling 2K. It was just so perfect and just fun to combo up on. There was just endless combos. Like I'm talking, you could just combo up and literally glide and fly around the court. You really can't do that anymore in 2K24, and it just feels like the dribbling is way slower. Actually, it doesn't feel like it is. The dribbling is way slower, and I know 2K is trying to make it all realistic. But what I'm going to say about that is realistic does not always equal fun, and we've seen that with a lot of video games. People like the games that are a little bit arcade-like. Even 2K21 current gen dribbling was fun just because of how fast it was, and I know it was mainly because of that speed glitch. But still, just having like an arcade-like mechanic in the game, which I don't think that was even supposed to be in the game in the first place, but just having that and speeding up dribbling, speeding up gameplay, I feel like makes it a lot more fun for a lot of people. But one thing about this is I don't really think that 2K is going to go in an arcade-like direction. I think they're going to continue down this path of realistic gameplay. So I honestly kind of doubt that we go back to, you know, 2K19 type dribbling where it's mad fast, you could combo up crazy. I kind of doubt that we see that, but I hope we do. The third thing that we gotta talk about is gonna be the rep system, but not just the rep system, because I feel like at this point in time, it's a given that we're gonna have the rep system. After 2K22 and 2K23, where they completely took the rep system out and it was only seasons, 2K's not completely brain dead. They saw the backlash. They saw people want the rep system, but what specifically in the rep system? I want gameplay related rep rewards. We saw it in 2K22. The end goal, the end reward was a parrot on your shoulder, basically a cosmetic. It does not help you in game. We saw in 2K23, the end reward was a car to drive around the city with. Those things don't help you play, and in my opinion, I want gameplay related rep rewards, because that is what's actually going to give a lot of people an incentive to play the game. Like in 2K20 and 2K21, you got 40 extra badges for hitting legend. Everyone, I'm not gonna say everyone, but a lot of people were grinding all year because like they were like thinking like, bro, if I hit legend, my builds are gonna be insane. That's what people have to be thinking when they see their rep system. And I just feel like the past 4 years, whatever it's been, we have not felt that. There were a few gameplay related rep rewards this year. We had heat check at starter 1, which by the way, I think that should have been a higher rep reward, because heat check, if you guys know, make 3 shots and then on your 4th one your green window is massive, you're pretty much not gonna miss. Starter 1's a pretty low rep. Like I feel like we could have had that up at like veteran 1, veteran 2 or something, because heat check was pretty crazy. We had an additional turbo meter, aka gym rat, at starter 2. Animations like the Patty Mills jump shot at starter 3, which by the way, that was also very overpowered. That could have been another veteran reward possibly. Recharge booster at veteran 1, which in my opinion, it didn't do too much. Like that could have been a starter reward if we're being honest. Like heat check in my opinion is way better than recharge booster. And then you got a finishing / defense +3 to your attributes depending on your affiliation at veteran 2. And at veteran 3, you had a playmaking / shooting +3 to your attributes depending on your affiliation. And what I want to say about this is it was very underwhelming. It almost feels like you didn't even have the +3, because how could you really tell? And 2K, if you're gonna do this, at least let us unlock badges or animations with the +3. Limitless range is a badge you get at an 86 3-pointer, right? So if you have a build that has an 83 3-pointer, but you get the +3 from veteran 3, now your 3-pointer is an 86, you should get limitless range, but they made it to where you don't unlock any badges or any animation. That's dumb. Next up, I want to see a skill-based ranked system, and you guys are probably wondering and you're probably thinking, Solo, what are you talking about? What do you mean by that? We already have stage, we already have pro-am, we have our comp modes. That's not completely what I'm talking about. Now, if you guys are a little bit older, and it's crazy that I have to say that just because this game came out so long ago, but a game I want to reference is Black Ops 2, which came out in 2012, which is actually great because that was like 12 years ago at this point. But you guys played Black Ops 2, you know how fun league play was. And basically what league play was it was competitive gameplay, and it was skill-based matchmaking. So if you were one of the best players, you were only gonna play some of the best players. But you had to beat these players to stay on top of the ranks. You know what I'm saying? This also goes for any game with like an elo system. I know some of you guys might know about that. What I think could go hand in hand with this skill-based ranked system, whatever new mode they want to implement, is elite rewards for those at the highest ranks. So if you're in the top 10 or whatever, top 100 ranked players or whatever they decide to do, you get a crazy reward. And there could be multiple rewards throughout this, reward for top 100 players, reward for top 1000, etc, etc. Something I've always thought of, maybe this is too OP, maybe you guys don't agree, but let's say you're the top player in this whatever ranked mode, maybe you can unlock some black market builder or something. That's what it's called. And you can make builds that nobody else can make. I think that would be kind of crazy, and that would not only make people want to be better at the game, which people should do. A lot of people complain, they're like, bro, I just want things to be easy, I just want it to be fun. We need to bring back a skill gap, we need to bring back that grind, that want for people to be good at 2K. So it'll make people want to improve, but it'll also give people an incentive to play the game. The next thing is kind of minor, but it's something that I thought about that just makes the game more satisfying. It just makes the game more more fun somehow. That's gonna be jump shot landings, green animations. If you guys have played some 2Ks in the past, you probably know what I'm talking about, but in 2K24, for some reason, your jump shot landing does not go off like majority of the time. Like I would say it only goes off like 10-20% of the time. Some of the new players that are listening to this video might not even know what I'm talking about because that's how rare the jump shot landings are. In 2K24, when you shoot it, you have to wait for the ball to even hit the rim to know if it's going in, and sometimes your jump shot landing doesn't even go off. Whereas say in 2K20, 2K21, whatever, right when you shot it, you knew if it was green and your player was doing an animation right away, and it just felt so satisfying. One of the GOAT jump shot animations, one thing that comes to mind when I speak about this is the 2K21 current gen windmill jump shot landing. A lot of the stage players use it, and there was just something so satisfying about, you know, comboing up. What you don't even have to combo up, just shooting a shot, greening it, and your player just dropping to a knee and hitting that windmill right away. I'm telling you, like, it's a small quality of life change or whatever for the game. It's very minor, but it adds a lot of satisfaction to being good and making shots. We need that back in 2K25. I want to see green animations going off every single green. The next thing is also kind of minor, but it kind of makes no sense as to why they did this in 2K24, and that is going to be that I don't want to see records reset in 2K25, or at least you got to make it optional. You guys have been playing 2K24, you know that every season that comes out, they completely reset your record, and you can't even see, like, there's no way to go back, there's no way to see your all-time record on the game. This is the first time that 2K did this, and I don't really know why they did it. I do see like a few, just a few people that agree with it and are like, I kind of like it. It gives me like a fresh start. But I don't know. I don't feel the same way. I want to see, you know, how I did on the complete 2K by the end of it. I just can't. So if you're going to reset the records, at least make it optional to where you can like maybe keep it if you want to, because that kind of is dumb to me. Guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure to go follow me at YT_solo. I'm going to be doing a ton of 2K25 giveaways. But also, if you guys want to be in some of these videos, I be tweeting out stuff like this. What is one thing you want to see in NBA 2K25? And Zach replied a few things. He said pro-am shoot around, instant green animations like I just said, my court, and steals nerf. I don't really understand why 2K removed the pro-am shoot around. It feels like we kind of going backwards. If you guys remember, you could shoot around before your pro-am game. Now you just have to stand there and ready up. They took out the shoot around completely. Same with the my court. Now you have to go to the Gatorade training facility where they're playing really loud music. Random people can walk up to your court and like dribble with you and stuff. It's just kind of weird how they removed the my court completely. TJ Austin said, we need fights in games, and when you fight, you rip their jersey. Hey, TJ Austin is recommending some things that I know 2K will never do. I don't know if he thinks we're playing NHL or something, but they are never implementing that. I also made this tweet where I said, imagine NBA 2K25 is the perfect 2K, and we have leaderboard events, rookie to legend, fire rep rewards, insane dribbling, a small city, balanced builds, and a skill-based ranked game mode. Reply other things that would be in a perfect 2K. And Juice Man replied and said realistic park environments. That's another thing a lot of people want, is they want to actually feel like they're playing at their real life, you know, home local courts. They don't want to see all this extra cartoony, just random that you're not going to see in real life. He said theater courts are just random past 2K courts like Mountain Dew, High Rise Rivet, 2K15 Sunset Beach. I like that too. I like that idea. You know, we have the theater in 2K24 where you walk in and you're just in this kind of boring little theater playing games. Why can't the theater be a portal to past 2Ks? You know they have them saved. Like, why can't you go through a portal and then all of a sudden be playing on the High Rise Rivet court? Or why can't you go through a portal in the theater, like a door, and just now you're playing a 1v1 on a 2K15 Sunset Beach court? That seems very simple, and it would be very fire. Rec having indoor and outdoor courts. He also said faster gameplay, which I completely agree with. We already talked about that. He said woman my players in the city. I already said that as well. And he said online all-star weekend events. Swag X Godly said that they should bring back pushing. Nah, that's insane. And the crazy thing is, I feel like a lot of y'all don't even know what that means because it was so long ago. But in 2K19, which at this point is like 5-6 years ago, the first 7 months of the game, they didn't patch this until I think it was April. You know how you normally hold a screen by like holding the B button or holding the circle button? You could do that and run into people and push them instead of holding a screen. You could literally shove them across the court and it wasn't a foul. That was in the game for 7 months in 2K19. DTB said they need to work on the events heavily heavy though. It's just purely boosters now and balanced builds. I feel like they will never come back. I hope they do, but I just don't see 2K doing it. I want to speak on the first thing he said, which is they need to work on events heavy. I agree. They completely need to. I will give them their props. There were some fire events this year, like Rumble on the K, Poseidon's Reef. They added some new fire shit. I do want to see some win streak events like Basketball Gods. I don't know why we never got that. Like, all these events are like point based, like weird, like you gotta force rebounds and just weird shit. Like I don't know why they don't just drop events that are about winning and then your whole team can do it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just one player going in for the win, you have your whole team trying to end games fast and go for wins. But yeah, I would say like 95% of the events are just boosted, and people not only boosting, but people are just cheating. They're using Titans, they're using Zens, whatever. They can't miss. And it's almost impossible to win one of these events without a cheater on your team. I've been asking for a while. I want 2K to maybe make a team for it or have a person to look into cheaters and boosters, but a lot of the time these guys just get away with it in these events. Now, I wasn't going to speak about my team at all, but my guy AJ said the auction house. I don't ever talk about my team. I don't really do my team content ever, but I feel like this is worth putting in the video. It's actually crazy to me that 2K took out the auction house, one of the most vital pieces to my team that they've ever added into the game. It felt like something that would never be removed, but 2K wanted to control the economy completely themselves and let you guys stop selling your cards and buying your cards for whatever prices you choose. I feel like that's kind of messed up, and I think they're going to bring back the auction house, whether it's next 2K or the 2K after that. I feel like they've seen the backlash. They see that they messed up. Hopefully they add it back. If they don't, that's kind of nuts. My boy John Alves 82 said he wants a much improved halftime show. What? Bro, I just put this tweet in here because it goes to show you, like, there is a very wide range of people that play this game, and his literal one thing that he wants to see in 2K25. You could pick anything from better gameplay, better dribbling, better rep rewards, whatever. And he picked a much improved halftime show. If you're a real one and you're still watching the video, I'm gonna link down in the description my second channel, Solo Hoops. I've been grinding out NBA content on there daily. Anyways, 2K25 is coming out soon. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.